Okay, so my topic is for immigration reform, including a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants currently living in the United States. Immigration reform should include a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants currently living in the United States for many reasons that benefit the United States as a whole. Making a path for immigrants to gain citizenship would greatly boost the United States' economic growth. It would protect many families from being deported and torn apart, therefore increasing stability for all families. Our immigration system is broken and messy, making it almost impossible to gain citizenship, even after living in the United States for many years. It is necessary for immigrants to be protected and safe here, and it is possible to make that happen. If you've considered trying to create a pathway for immigrants to be able to gain citizenship, you would come to find out that citizenship for undocumented citizens would boost the economic growth of the United States greatly. This would increase the U.S. GDP, the gross domestic product, by up to $1.7 trillion within the next decade. Wages of all Americans would be raised. There would be about 2 million new jobs added to the U.S. economy, and $184 billion would be generated in additional state and federal tax revenue from the currently undocumented citizens, all in which would advance the country's economy. Without reform, the immigration system in America will stay broken, causing pain to thousands of families who are undocumented and living in the United States. Most of us might not realize how difficult it is to become a United States citizen, since a lot of us do not have that issue. But there are millions of families in the U.S. worried every day because they are not protected in the country that they've lived in. Most undocumented citizens have lived in this country for 16 years and have families all around. By making it almost impossible to gain citizenship, we've left a generation of families vulnerable in their own homes. Not only could they be taken from their own homes, but they are treated differently in the workplace and at school. While just trying to make a living, immigrants get paid much lower than citizens and most often work in dangerous conditions with a boss that treats them inhumanely because they assume that they do not understand employment laws which protect the employees. We need to fix our immigration system to enable undocumented citizens to become legal citizens of the United States and for America to be open to everyone as it was for all of our ancestors. The Senate passed a bill in 2013 that would have made a difference for immigrants. They had created a hard but a much more improved possible way for immigrants to become citizens. This bill had reasonable requirements to complete in order to pass. These included paying fines and learning English. Once they've completed that, they would be put on a list and wait until they're considered. After this process, they could become legal citizens. But unfortunately, the House of Representatives did not come around to vote on this immigration reform bill. It is unfair to these families who want to be right by the law and go about things legally because we're no longer giving them a fair chance in life. As you can see, life in America is not as great as it might seem. These families must live in fear every day. They must worry about the fact that they could be taken away from their homes at any point, taken away from their family, their friends, and everybody that they've known their entire lives. At any point, their lives would be stripped away from them and they could be sent back to a place that they do not consider home and with nothing. Although there are possible ways to help these immigrants get citizenship and live freely in their homes, they are being forced to live unprotected and in fear. With the many benefits that would impact the United States by helping immigrants gain citizenship, you would think that it would be fully supported, assuming that it not only benefits the U.S., but also would save millions of families' lives.
3:48.